Morning all. This morning we are going to make breakfast. It's a bit of a late breakfast, but sometimes my breakfasts are late. Today it's late because I chose to stay in bed a little longer. So, here we go. My friends, my enemies, you mix the eggs. You let the oil boil, not boil, make nice sounds. Because I think it was supposed to be like this last night or the other night when I was making the freaking stir fry in my other video. And I was like, it feels like this should be sizzling. These ingredients should be sizzling as soon as I dumped it in. They should be like fucking ready to go. So now it's ready to go. Eggs. It's either going to go great or horribly. Ingredient 2. Oh, that's not good. Saw that. Ingredient 2. The remainder of my stir fry. And now I can hear it making cooking sounds. I probably put a little too much cooking oil in that, so hopefully that can. Hopefully I'll find out later what happens to cooking oil when it finally dissolves. I guess it just all goes in the food. It helps it cook. Hence cooking oil. Now, if I was a freaking mega pro, all I would have to do is throw this thing around apparently, but I'm not. So, let's see if we got any tools. A whisk. I doubt I used the whisk. A spatula. A spoon. A metal spoon. Can't really go wrong with a metal spoon. So let's just start stirring this around. This is either going to be great or no. I was like, this is either going to be great or horrible. There is no in between. Oh my lord. I just have to let it cook for long enough. And not be afraid to let it cook. Also, I'll move this lid because I'm going to use it. And you can have the counter back. I'm going to put the lid on it. I want to like it. I want to love it. So, by law, I was required to put a lid on it. Put a lid on things not done cooking. Oh, fascinating. Also, okay. At first, initially, there was an alarming, oil smell, but now the food is heating up. The eggs and the meat and the leftover noodles and vegetables with the eggs, and this will actually be serving as kind of a breakfast lunch meal for me, so that whatever I have to do today after the dishwasher repair person comes, thank you Fast Appliance. Also, Fast Appliance, you people know that I will never pay another cent until you get my dishwasher working, because that's the point of paying in the initial visit for the follow-up visit and the parts in that follow-up visit. But check out this food. That looks freaking tasty. And it's not done yet. Now, what else do I need to do? What I like to do mindfully before this is done, so I don't freak out and have to feel as I have 10 things to do while it's finished cooking. First, I'll turn it down to low. Next, let's put away this egg. Next, let's get out the True Moo, because we're gonna have coffee. I had water this morning. And the way that I make coffee now, I don't use creamer. I use, oh, this isn't True Moo, sorry. This is Fairlife. I think the ones that I have that are True Moo are actually over there, and they're chocolate. They're like individual serving size. They're really cool. They're like, you know, those basically like little milk bottles. All right, what's next? How you doing? God, I smell this. You put the egg in, and it's like, oh, Benihana. I should go there as a treat to myself, and frankly, I want to take somebody along with, just experience it. Benihana, you know, one of those places where they cook the food right in front of you on a hot grill. The fucking artistry and just talent and confidence in that is like something that I feel like would be fun for me to watch again. All right, bring this up just a skosh because I wanted to cook the rest of the eggs. Believe it or not, I'm a fan of eggs that are more dry than wet. However, at this point in my life, I can eat any eggs as long as they won't get me sick. Now, what am I adding to this? I will add coffee. And I think I'll add the PB2 powder. I'm trying to remember what gave it the coffee I made yesterday. The protein-packed coffee I made yesterday. What gave it a chunky consistency that wouldn't dissolve? I'm going to assume it was the protein, but it could well be the peanut butter powder. The whey protein or the peanut butter powder. Anyway, I will add a little bit of both. But this is specifically, I don't know, this is the kind that might be clumping. Designer whey. Frickin', I got it at the store until my giant thing of gold standard whey came in the other day. So I'm going to use this first. This is the PB2 powder. I got a massive PB Fit organic thing to replace this little one when it's done, so I'm set. Now, let's add a little bit of the designer whey. The designer whey, it's like way of the designer. Enter rarity. So my brain was like, there's got to be some other way I can put this away to exercise the brain, and it's like, enter rarity. So now I put the peanut butter powder and protein powder in with the Fairlife milk. Let's slide this just a little bit. I assure you, I have a real webcam, and someday I'll actually want to use it. Let's do this one more stir. I'll put it back up to heat setting 3 out of 10. Not gonna lie, I'm usually an overcooker rather than an undercooker, even though I will absolutely eat the shit out of, you know, some medium rare steak. Alright. That should be good to cook for the rest of its time. Let's put our protein powders in here. Okay. Clear the counter a bit. This crap isn't necessary. I remembered to take an aspirin just now. I still haven't taken my meds this morning. I'm taking them with this breakfast lunch. Alright, now we're going to get out a caramel coffee K-cup. That's a lot of CKs. Ew, CK looks gross. What is he? Big thing with somebody else. Okay. Let us put enough water in it. Let us make some coffee. 8 ounces of regular, please. Put my water in here. Let's see. That fell up. Of course it did. Who wants to guess why I fell out? Anyone can guess. 10 seconds to guess because I just figured it out. We'll call that disputing an irrational belief. It was on my mind, worrying me. For a second, why did my phone fall over? And I was like, because I took this away from it, because this was holding it up. And I said, I'm putting it away. God, I'm so fucking corny now. That's almost done. Coffee is basically coffee, so... Ooh! Well, let's take off the glasses, because those things just got way fogged up. Let's see about a plate. Got a lot of cleaning to do today, but that's all good. I got plenty of time for it after Fast Repair's dishwasher tech comes and repairs my crap. Normally, mentioning anybody who was coming over later today would cause me to immediately go to the window, look out the window, I think, possibly check that the doors were locked. I still do that sometimes, but feels like I'm able to talk myself down from doing it in a much more logical way than I have in the past. So, that's done. We got our plate. Turn the heat off. This is just it. I'd be stressing over every little step to do over this, exactly how to do it perfectly, in order to not screw up the other 99 steps. A small part of my brain could still tell me that I did right. Can't fuck up step 100, or everything's gonna fuck up. Or, this is just lunch. And it's easy to make. Because I used some leftovers. And because whatever I did, I said, it's all good. Even if I screwed up, I'm not gonna burn down the house. I'm gonna have food. It'll just be a little more or less overcooked. So, there we go. Hang on, let me take the camera like this. I should have done it the other way. Yep. Scrambled eggs, stir fry leftovers. Have a good day, y'all. Be healthy. Dispute some irrational beliefs. And take care of yourselves.